Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. This is a kind of a combo video. I haven't done a restaurant menu breakdown lately, so I thought I'd do one. I just have the idea to do one. I said, I wonder which one I should do. Don't forget to subscribe so you can get more of these. There's a whole bunch of them. I think I'll put the link to the playlist of the menus down below. We also have a few new videos out on cooking something and tasting all kinds of good stuff throughout the last week. We also have a contest going on. Don't forget, we do have one contest and one treasure hunt going on right now. So go back and see those other videos so you can see all about those two things as well. But I was thinking I should do one of these. I haven't done one of these in a while. I don't know why I quit doing them. Just probably just doing other things, a lot of things political. We had the assassination attempt on the former president Donald Trump. Quiet, Ellie. We got Ellie barking in the back, so some things never change. Ellie, shut up. She knows that I'm doing something because usually I open the door and I tell her to shut up. So I will be pausing here for a second unless she stops. She's kind of like if you live in an apartment, they always say the person upstairs, they take off one boot and you hear it hit the ground and you wait for the other shoe to fall so you can go to sleep, whatever. She's like that. But I haven't done one of these lately. A lot of stuff going on in the world. I got some medical issues myself going on, so I kind of steered away from that, or not intentionally, I guess. But I hadn't done one for a while. So I got a question. I was going to add it to the Q&A, but I thought, well, I could add it to the Q&A, a question and answer. But it takes me a while to gather like 5 or 6 things. And don't forget, if you want to ask a question, right down there in the comment section, you can put it there. You can email me the question. If you have a question that's of a more personal note, maybe something that's kind of embarrassing, you can also ask me that on my email address. It's on a million different. I think it's even linked in my profile for the description of the entire channel. But sometimes I answer so many questions as they come in. I forget I need to do a Q&A later, and I mess it up, and I don't have enough for a Q&A question and answer. But I was thinking, well, I should do one of these. I was just thinking about the fact I hadn't done one. I think what happened is one of my, on YouTube will recommend some stuff. YouTube will recommend, let's say I watch a video right now on a hot dog place, and then I say, then all of a sudden I start getting McDonald's, Wendy's, Sonic hot dog or whatever. Sonic has hot dogs. A place that have hot dogs, not say McDonald's or Wendy's, but Sonic. And then I'll have things, they don't kind of veer off into Denny's, and they know that I watch food videos, and they'll start recommending a bunch of these to see if I want to watch those. And if I hit Denny's, then you know what's going to happen. I'm going to get more Denny's ones about the history of the Grand Slam breakfast, Denny's 1973 menu, IHOP, the International House of Pancakes, will start with it. So it does that. So I was thinking, I think something popped up on one of them for El Polo Loco. I did El Polo Loco. If you go back that way, you'll see that, or I'll put it playlist down below. But a lady was asking me about alternatives to barbecue sauce. I mean, alternatives to eating barbecue at barbecue restaurants. I said, well, a lot of times the problem you can have is not necessarily the meat itself, the barbecued meat, smoked meat, or whatever they do. The problem you may find you're going to have will be on sauces or side dishes. So we'll look into that. They say a quarter cup of standard barbecue sauce, whatever that means, standard. Like not an extra sweet, or they'll have like the house one, the regular one. They'll have a sweet one, then they have like a hot one or something like that. They'll have like 2 or 3 different varieties. But but regular standard barbecue sauce, like you'd buy at the market, and you put some on your steak or whatever you're going to do at home, is about 8 grams of carbs per quarter cup, which is about 2 tablespoons. It's 8 ounces. So is that right? No, that's not right. They said it's 8 ounces, not 8 ounces. Anyway, a quarter cup, 2 tablespoons. Whoop. Is about what they're saying. So if you use only 2 tablespoons, then you're about 8 grams. So let's go and take a look at some of the offers. I'm going to look at DICKEY'S Barbecue Pit. DICKEY'S Barbecue Pit, because I don't know if I do one of, Monrovia Barbecue Shack or whatever. There's not one, but if there was one, she may not live near the Monrovia Barbecue Shack. So my findings wouldn't really be relative. It would be, anyway, they wouldn't have anything to do with what she's looking at. So Dickey's, I know, is a chain. We did lose one Dickey's in Pasadena, but we do have one right here across the street from my house. And then there's one about maybe 4 miles down the road in Azusa, and there's a bunch of other ones. So let's go ahead, and there's one in Alhambra, I think. So I'm gonna go ahead and pause this, and we'll turn it, and we'll take a look at their menu, okay? Okay, and we're back. This is Dickey's barbecue restaurant. They've been around, I think this is 1944 right there. It's kind of small, but I think it is 1944. So let's look at their their menu. I don't know if we'll get into all the catering stuff, because the catering stuff I've noticed are usually just a larger quantity of what we've already looked at. So you can download the entire menu. I didn't do that. So let's just go and look. These are Q combos. Different combos that you can get. They have a chicken sandwich combo, and we'll just look at some kind of things that we can do. Now they do have the crushed ice. A lot of people do love the crushed ice. Now crushed ice in these cups does taste best if you get yourself like a Coke or a Dr. Pepper or something like that, 7-Up. But I do drink iced tea with crushed ice. It's not really that special because it's still just iced tea with crushed ice. But they have a chicken sandwich combo. This is an ordering menu, but let's see. So yeah, that doesn't look like it has any kind of sauce. I think you add your own sauce to that. Let's go back to the menu. They have a sausage. Well, I think they have 2 different kinds of sausage there. This is what I like. I do like brisket. Pulled pork sandwich. I like that. But I do like brisket, and I do like tri-tip. But they don't really make a tri-tip combo thing, or a tri-tip with the proper sauce and the proper stuff. So I don't really get that very much, because I did live in Lompoc, which is right next to Santa Maria. That's where the tri-tip is very, very, very famous. And so once you've had that, it's kind of hard to have it anywhere else. They have this barbecue combo. So if you got the big baked potato with meat combo, if you get that, I don't know what you'd get as a side dish, maybe coleslaw. Then they have build your own plates. We'll go into that next. I guess that is next on here. Yeah, this is the end of the Q combos. Now, some of the modifications we can do, of course, will be the sauce. If you're using more than a 1/4 cup of this, I don't know about their sauce, but if you use more than a 1/4 cup of sauce, then you're going to get more than the 8 grams. Now, other modifications probably can get some other than the fries. Now, these do look like Coke, the Coca-Cola or something like that. Of course, you can get that iced tea or something else, and maybe try to modify the fries. Now, we'll see what they have in the way of sides. A lot of barbecue places do not have a good side to go and change what we're going to have. Also, some of these things are not going to be in stock. You're going to have to call them. This one has a different kind of bread. And this is a wing combo. So if they do have a boneless, a wing that's not breaded, that might be an alternative. Let's see what they have on build your own plates. I think they have like a 2 meat plate and that kind of stuff. Most barbecue places do, yeah. So these are just meat plates. So I guess you get to pick 2 sides. It appears. They have this person. They got some like maybe coleslaw and some macaroni salad or mac and cheese. There's a 2 meat plate, a 3 meat plate on 1 meat plate. They have these classic sandwich plates. A lot of these things used to be like $5.99 or $4.99, and you can see the prices have gone way up. That one actually does have some of the prices that are on here now. Most of them do not have I'd have probably hit there to see how much it cost. I don't know if they. Let's see if it allows me to order. Let's see if it says how much it cost. Yeah, I put my address and all that, so I'm not gonna do that. Okay, yeah, so they do have the different kind of plates and the ribs. And so once again, if you get the bread, and I think the bread comes, I think this is 2 sides of bread and the meat. And so here you can see that they do have the sauce right there in a little cup. So the things you'd be looking at there would probably be the sauce and your sides. So I don't know what sides we get. We'll get down to that and we'll see. Deals, yeah, I'll go ahead and handle that. Usually we don't do deals because of the fact these have prices. Some of these have prices, but deals we don't do that often because of the fact those are probably changing on a regular basis. Pick 1 sandwich special starting at $5.99 and all that. And I'm not really sure. I've had a sandwich there, I think, once before. So it was on set, and they brought it in. The brisket chili, I did try that. That's pretty good. It's just like chili with meat in it. It wasn't. You don't really taste too much of the brisket or the barbecue sauce or all that. Brisket chili mac. We won't really get into the group pack, so we kind of know about that. Signature, I think this one here, signature, this one here, yeah, you can order by the pound, um, or the half pound or whatever. Some people will get like just 1 pound of meat or a half pound of meat and just eat that by itself with no sides, like a la carte, or what is that? What's called turkey, chicken breast. Now, like if you get like a chicken breast, if you're on a diet, it's not a carb diet. My channel is mostly about carbs, but if you're on a maybe a diet for cholesterol, or whatever, that might be a good option to have a lower cholesterol type of a food. Then there's the turkey, and all these. The burnt ends is, yeah, it says the local fare. It's a favorite everywhere. People like that. They call it bark or char on the brisket. I don't think I've ever had that one. They don't have a photo of it, so maybe it's not that big of a deal. Beef sausage. So these are just things you can get. You know, maybe if you have a family, or if you need a large quantity, or maybe you like to eat a large quantity of just meat. So if you're on like a carnivore diet where they only eat meat, or mostly only meat, these are different wings, and on these wings you'd have to find out which ones for you. If it's a caloric diet, maybe one is lower calorie than others, and if you're on a low carb diet, it would be, once again, are they breaded, not breaded, and what kind of sauce are you going to dip those in. But they do have those loaded baked potatoes. Yeah, it just says they have a loaded baker, and then you could just put, these are non-meat items you put in there, and this one here is with meat. And I don't know if you get to select the meat or they just put it on there. Now here's where we can maybe do some modification. Here we go. Some of the things to have and not have. Like I said, it's totally up to you with your diet. Anything with fries is going to be probably high in carbs, higher in carbs. A cabbage slaw. Now some cabbages, some coleslaw, they call it cabbage slaw. I guess it's the same thing. They will have, they have chips, of course, we know about that. But they have, will have mayonnaise, and so if you're on a lower cholesterol diet, you may not want the mayonnaise. It will have some calories. I don't know if it has anything sweet. Sometimes they do add a little bit of sugar. Barbecue baked beans, or barbecue beans. A lot of these, they'll cook those in like a brown sugar or something like that. And sometimes they also have the barbecue sauce. It might be a double whammy on the carbs. Maybe not too high in calories or anything. I'm not sure about that. Fried okra, same thing for carbs. Yeah, if that's something that you like. So to get, you know, I don't know much about that. Green beans with bacon, you know, it's kind of sort of thing. Mac and cheese, once again. That mac and cheese kind of, yeah, it's mac and cheese, once again, you know, it's going to be the you get carbs from the macaroni, excuse me. Loaded potato casserole, all of these right here, you'd have to kind of just ask them. I don't see the nutrition charts on here. I'm not saying they don't have it because it's not good. It could be good. Dill potatoes, they have all kinds of different stuff they add to the potato salads. Quite a bit of that. So yeah, you may want to get some of this. They have a cucumber and tomato salad. Now that might be something that is low calorie, low carb. That might be a good choice, but you'd have to ask them. So once again, when you go to a barbecue place, a lot of times it's going to be sauces and sides. Sauces and sides when it comes to the cholesterol, things that are breaded and all that. We won't really look at the kids' meal. We know what that's all about. Sandwiches, we saw that earlier. Let's look at this. Beverages. Okay, if we're gonna have a beverage there, they do sell gallons of tea. I don't know if they have that at this one. It says it serves up to eight people. Okay, so things that the big yellow cup and the little yellow cup, they're a heavy plastic cup. I don't know if they do a thing if you bring your cup back, do you get a discount like they used to do at Baja Fresh, but they don't do it anymore at Baja Fresh. And then they have this, buy two for I would have that. A gallon of lemonade, that's probably be very high in sugars and probably also would be high in calories. And then gallon of tea, if they have that might be sweet tea only, I'm not sure. So let's go to sauces, and then we'll take a look at desserts, and then I guess we'll be done. Okay, sauces, here we go. Now some of the sauces that might be considered lower carb, I don't know about this one's Carolina, that might be very sweet. All of these right here, original barbecue, they're all going to have either like sugar or molasses, something like that. Now ranch dressing might be a low carb option, but it may be high in calories. I'm not sure. All of the ones with the sugar here are probably going to be high in carbs and high in calories. The Texas hot sauce, I'm not really sure too much about that. So one of these may be lower in certain things. You just have to probably ask them. A lot of times they're not going to know. You're going to have to probably either go to the website and see if they have it on there, or write to the contact us if it's that big of a deal. If you're getting it once in a while, it's probably not a big deal. Extra onions, you can get all this stuff. Sliced cheddar cheese. They do have cheddar cheese, which is good because a lot of places only will have American cheese. You can get a bun, I guess, if you want to. I don't know, you may get a bun and put some of your meat on there. Texas toast. I think that comes with that. I'm not sure what this is. That looks kind of like a Thousand Island, maybe, that kind of a sauce, or some kind of maybe a chicken wings kind of a sauce. I'm not sure. Let's look at desserts. I'm sure there's really nothing that I would be able to have on a regular basis. Yeah, pecan pies would be high in sugars, high in carbs. Yeah, all of the desserts. This one doesn't even have a photo of it. So that's Dickey's Barbecue Pit. Now, the reason I picked Dickey's Barbecue Pit, not to say anything bad about them or good about them, it's just that I know that they are a chain. Let's look at some locations. Yeah, see, they're in a lot of different states. California has 34 of them. Let's see if they're in Texas. Yeah, 115. Yeah, so I was kind of surprised they're in Texas because Texas has so many mom and pop type places. Now, a lot of people think that Dickey's is just kind of like a fast food, and they don't really smoke the meats, but they do have a big smoker in their locations, and I don't know how they keep it cool. I don't know what kind of wood they use, or if it's or if it's not wood. I'm not really sure. But anyway, that's it. That's Dickey's. So the question was about barbecue, eating at a barbecue restaurant. Mostly, her concern was carbs, as mine is. So once again, sauces, sides. You know, the regular meat might be okay. You know, do they have a little side salad? I didn't see that. They have, coleslaw, that kind of stuff. But if you go there, sometimes you're going to just have to go. Let's say someone asked me, they're joking, they said I should do one on Winchell's Donut House. Now, Winchell Donut House does have things like bagels, which might be a little bit lower in carbs and calories because it doesn't have all the sugars. They do have sandwiches, so I guess I could do one there. But they were kind of making a joke about that. What can you get if you go to an ice cream shop? Well, it's true. Most ice cream, maybe you look at some kind of a lower fat, maybe like a sherbet or a yogurt. I remember they all got really big into frozen yogurts, and now I don't know if they even carry that, like a Baskin Robbins in some of those stores. You're either a frozen yogurt shop or you are a ice cream shop. So I'm not really sure. So have a great. This should be out on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. So have a great weekend, everyone. Take care.